got a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him the ball.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hits that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Boom. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking left. Finds a room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
His man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he'll just pick him in. This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Working that left side now. Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40, then working at the 39.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive shots.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good player.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Tippy's going to run it. And he bounces in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just takes too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading.
Brings it down on the right side. Oh, it's a room to run. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Only in the first half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have the rise of the score. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively. They move the football, try to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got the quarterback right now.
Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, we had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And we are dead even here in the second.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the scrum.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Scott with the 44, and he got 10 on the play.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy, and he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the try is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't
a first down play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Manning. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he'll have it out for the 1st down at the 32.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play and go right back out. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this route. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing route.
There's been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Here's the handoff. Got room to work. There he goes. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion?
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright through. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. Ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Good completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that first short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. They ain't throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives them a good significant gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires left. It's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He caught it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes him to the next level? Today is a good day.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his man. It's Moss. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Moss. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. Do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the pass.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Great job by the defense. They're first off getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has.
Got it inside the 10. To the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Using the quick game. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense getting set for first down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete to the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Working at the 17, and they are set up.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
From the gun, running back gets the in. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Reed. Scrambling away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Snap from the gun on third down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Out of the gun, they give it back. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Besides the relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, and that might put this one in the books. They'll go right back to the run. Runs for the tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Through the air, it's Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just put away.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football. Everybody moving on to the game. This crowd really affecting the football.
Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. He's